Hi everyone, today we are going to jump into our first topic in our interactive notebook. You should take a few moments, grab your notebook, grab some colored pencils, glue stick, scissors, and we're going to work on this paper. I've already started cutting it out, but you guys can pause and collect all of your items. All right, hopefully you paused. We are going to take this single sheet. Now, we're gonna cut this out. You can either cut it in half, so it's two separate, and you can use this as scrap, or you can decide like I did and cut the top off, and I'm going to write it in the notebook. And so this is the big piece of information that we need for today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our notebook and we're going to open up to the table of contents. So for the table of contents, this unit or this topic is going to be on page 1. So we're going to put that there, and it is going to be titled Integers and Number Lines. Okay, I ran off a little bit on the paper, but that's totally okay. If at any point you need, I'm going too fast, pause the video, do what you need to do, and then come on back, or you can rewind. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip over to the first page. And I like to label my pages. You can do it wherever you would like, at the top of the page, the bottom of the page. I'm going to stick to, if you notice there's little squares, I'm going to stick to labeling in the that little square. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is what exactly is an integer. Okay. Oh, wait, before that, we've got to get our title in here. Integers and number lines. That's just a symbol for and. Okay. So what is an integer exactly? Well, by definition, an integer is all positive and negative whole numbers. So we're going to go ahead and write down that vocabulary word. I'm actually going to put my vocabulary in red so that it stands out. So an integer is all positive and negative, negative whole numbers. Okay, well, what does that mean? We're going to put a little side note. It means that there's no fractions, no decimals. Okay, I'm going to put a little note for us. Okay, integers, they are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. They are also -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on as well. Okay. The next thing we have what is a number line. Okay, so let's quickly define a number line. Okay, a number line is all numbers can be pictured on a number line. Okay, and we want to also note that we are positive to the right, negative to the left. Okay, so now this is where we want to take our strip of paper or our number line. I'm actually going to have to trim it down so that it fits. So I just cut clear across, and I'm just going to trim this so that it fits, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this in. I want to leave some space below because we are going to make a list of some vocabulary or terms that would represent or indicate to us a positive or negative number. So I'm going to go ahead here, and I want to circle negative, and I'm going to push an arrow to the left, and we're going to do positive and draw an arrow to the right, just to kind of highlight that that's where those numbers are going to go. Okay. The other thing that we want to take note of is, it says down here, note a number without a sign is always considered positive. Okay. Sometimes you will see positive signs in the expressions that we complete. Other times you will not. Okay. So without a sign, always positive. Okay, and that's important to know. The last thing that we're going to do for here is we are going to make a list. I'm actually going to make a T-chart. So we've got positive and negative. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pause the video, and I want to see if you can come up with any of the vocabulary that we might find that connects with positive and negative numbers. One such might be is if we have a positive, we have a positive, we have a deposit. The opposite of deposit would be a withdrawal. So pause the video and come on back. We'll see what we've got. All right, so I'm hoping that you paused the video, you came back. These were the these were some of the words that made me think of positive, some that made me think of negative, and I put them on the same line, so opposites, so above and below, gain and lose, profit and debt, incline, decline, ascend, descend. So they are kind of they're related to each other. Okay. Once you have this completed, we are going to jump into the next activity. So I will see you soon. Take care.